just cut that piece out.
I could pity your depression, Julio.
Right up in that sack.
Uh-huh.
Why
All
do
right,
you know
so
where it's located?
I don't know. It was a guess.
So Marcus, I just watched Doctor Strange 2 yesterday, and you did not prepare me for how good that movie was.
All right, my defense. I would have spoiled shit for you. Like legit. That's how good the damn shit was. There wasn't a detail I could give that was not gonna spoil it for you.
Damn.
Good point.
Like the little Mexico girl was the only border hopper.
So my wife was saying there's controversy with that Mexico girl because she really isn't like she's Mexican American and her Spanish was shitty.
Ooh.
It's a lot of controversy in Mexico from what I hear, but I mean,
Yeah, I've heard a lot about, but nobody's offended at the fact that like the Hispanic girl finally, there's a Hispanic character that finally gets a power, and their power is to hop from dimension to dimension, like from country to country.
Right?
oh man, I didn't even think about it that way, but shit, you're right.
You know what some people
Like,
are
what the
bitching
hell,
about?
man?
Some people are complaining that so America Chavez's character is Afro Latina, and some people are bitching because they didn't get an Afro Latina to play her. And personally, I don't really give a fuck because she did a very good fucking job playing the character. Not to mention, this is her first actual goddamn role as a young actress. So Marvel literally rolled the dice on this kid, and she actually killed it.
All her other parts, she's played an old actress.
So is American
Prosthetics
Chavez
and
going to
shit.
be integral now to I guess Phase 5 when that happens?
I believe so. Yeah, because
What?
her dimension hopping is probably going to play a big ass role in what's coming next.
Yeah, I noticed when they were dimension hopping, they went to like an animated, like cartoon universe, and I was like, "Shit, is that Miles Morales? Like the
All right.
Spider-Man to the multiverse?"
So there's a theory that they went through a couple of different Spider-Man dimensions, like 2099, the Noir universe, um, a couple of other universes in Spider-Man verse, kind of like hinting at the Spider-Verse because they think the next Spider-Man movie is pretty much going to deal with the Spider-Verse at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
And then
if you slow it down and like watch some of the bits and pieces, there are like literal telltale signs of certain universes that have happened in Spider-Man comics.
and then I don't know if it would have made a difference because fucking Black Widow was just OP and killing everybody. But what were the other adventures in
Wait,
that?
Black Widow? You mean?
I mean, Scarlet Witch. I mean,
I was
Scarlet
about to
Witch.
say,
Yeah,
damn,
my bad.
Black Widow came back.
No, yeah,
I missed
she's
that
so
news.
dead. My bad. Scarlet Witch, because she was OP.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're all dead.
I think,
Marvel, I think
the
Captain
dead,
Marvel
right?
is alive because we didn't really see her body. We just saw her hand fucking. And Baron Modo is still alive. And then also, according to Marvel, Superior Spider-Man is in the universe. I mean, not Superior Spider-Man, Superior Iron Man. So their Tony Stark is responsible for, Ultron, the one that didn't go bad.
That's pretty dope. No, yeah. So basically, when it comes to the movie, me as personally as a Doctor Strange fan, it was easy to follow along, and kind of figure out what's going on. But I think it didn't really do a good job at like reintroducing Doctor Strange and his abilities to, because if this is an Iron Man 1, like in Iron Man 1, we're talking about him starting from the ground up, literally, where he was stuck in a fucking cave and repurposed some of his missiles for what he needed to do to get out. I don't think in Doctor Strange in this movie, like as far as it being entertaining, it was amazing, but I don't think it does a great job at like preparing people. Like, so when I saw the Loki series, it did a far superior job at explaining the
Yeah.
multiverse, what's going on with that situation. And that thing only had like, in one season it has like 12 episodes and they're like 40 minutes each.
Right.
So if they could figure out how to do it. I thought Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse would have done it.
Yeah. So I
But
feel like because it wasn't just a Doctor Strange movie, it was also there was so much going on in the movie. Like it basically was, pedal to the metal and just kept on going. But the way that they carried this movie, it was supposed to be the catalyst for everything that's supposed to happen further in Phase 5, where you basically set up the start. And toward the end of the movie, the roll credits where Clea, his future wife, shows up and says, "You triggered an incursion." And then she opened a dimension to Dormammu's universe. Because a lot
Nice.
of people don't know Clea is Dormammu's
Sister.
niece.
I think it's sister, right?
No, his niece.
The niece.
So she ends up marrying Doctor Strange at some point. And in the
Yeah.
current comics, Doctor Strange is dead, and she's taken on the mantle as like doing what he was supposed to have done.
Man,
But
so what happened to Doctor Strange telling Christine he loved her in every dimension? He's like, deuces, I guess.
I feel like the same shit. Like, he just kept treating her like shit, not giving a fuck. Like I don't think he was destined to love Christine.
Oh, he
I
was
really
destined to love her. He wasn't destined to be with her.
To be with her.
okay, yeah, that I should have said it that way. What
Christine
destined
was
to be-
more. Christine was more of a
High school
and
sweetheart.
no. Christine was the embodiment of the person you will never get to be with simply because there is an aspect of your own personality that you're not willing to part ways with
Yeah,
to be happy.
absolutely.
That's true. No, I think she did comment on the fact she didn't like him being a
This is
surgeon.
fucking crazy. I can't believe that I can actually explain this to you guys right now because it's one of these like you have to read deeper into the comic book.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You just pull that's what Marcus usually says.
I know, right?
But
Yeah.
that's the situation. And so the situation is that like Doctor Strange is who he is and has his powers that he has because of his personality. In
Yep.
order to be willing to be with this person, they'd have to let go of all of that to achieve true happiness.
Mm.
But their desire to want to be loved and be the center of attention, the hero all the time, doesn't allow them to be happy.
Yeah, not to mention his arrogance gets the better of him a lot. It's almost worse than Doctor Doom.
We're almost watching a bunch of people that have superpowers but are also mentally ill
No, yeah.
save the world from
No,
time to
you're
time.
You're
Like
a lot of their personalities display some sign of mental illness. You're not wrong there.
Yeah, I mean, with Scarlet Witch, that was a perfect example of how she went from like being a hero with adventures to now being this badass villain. Like, you know, Avengers really fucked her up.
also though, she really yo-yos it though, right? Like when it comes to the situation, because like there's a time where like she takes out
Good, bad,
the
good,
entire town, the entire no, well, she definitely does this like 1980s early comics book, 1940s comic book series, evil villain kind of role play, right? Where like she's super powerful, she could take out all of their village.
Right.
Yeah.
But then when she actually has America Chavez in front of her, she fucking takes the time to like explain her fucking
monologue.
evil plan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she like,
Yeah.
monologues long enough to explain her evil plan, and then Doctor Strange helps America Chavez get away. And this shit happens like 3 times in the movie, and you're just like,
Yeah.
yo, like, so like, are you all powerful? Where you should have seen this shit coming? Or is there still a part of you that's not completely evil? And that's why you keep giving these people a slim hope of like getting away.
So so I found this out with the Obi-Wan series where all powerful fucking villains have like them on a silver platter and they just fucking I'm not worried about these motherfuckers. Wow, I just knocked some shit over.
Damn.
I'm not worried about these motherfuckers over here because I'm all powerful. They can't stop me. It's a plot device called hubris, where basically their own arrogance is their downfall. Just like fucking Vader had Obi-Wan dead to rights, literally floating above fucking fire, and he's over here fucking with him like, "I'ma drag you and burn you, bitch," instead of just snap his neck. No, I
Sure.
want you to suffer and then give someone the opportunity to fucking save his ass.
Well, isn't that like what all classic villains do? It's like they don't make death for their enemies easy. They want it to be like some like crazy diabolical scheme and method and way before they kill someone. They always have to like do some crazy process to drag it out.
That's literally what I'm talking
That's
about.
pretty sad, but I think they enjoy breaking down the hero mentally. You know, that's why they go on those
Mhm.
monologues and it's like, and then I kill you.
It's like, I've waited this long. You're
Yo,
going to
while
listen.
we're